Okay, today's class is going to be one designed to get some energy flowing as well as your circulation flowing better throughout your body. We're going to start first with breath work, so you can come to a comfortable seat, close your eyes, relax your shoulders, relax your face, and then close your mouth and begin to breathe in and out through your nose. So we're going to try and aim to keep a 4-count breath in and out throughout the practice. And if you ever get away from that, just come back to it as soon as you can. So it's counting in for 4, and then back out for 4. And then open your eyes. And we're going to jump right into it today with plank pose. So a couple options. You can come into a regular plank with your legs extended, or you can come into modified plank, which is with your knees on the ground, back underneath, away from your hips. So this is modified plank, regular plank. In both positions, you want to think about pressing your hands down into the mat and pulling your belly in. Okay. So if you're in regular plank, push your heels away from you and then breathe, counting to 4 as you inhale and 4 as you exhale. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. And then we're going to switch over to side plank on the right side. So you're going to roll your feet to the outside edge of your right foot, inside edge of your left foot, and come up into side plank. If you're in modified plank, you're going to turn your right foot so that your foot turns the other direction. Then you're going to reach up, and we're coming into side plank this way with your knee on the ground. So either way, hold it here for 1 more breath. Think about pulling your hips up, kind of arcing through the side of your body. And then bring your hand back down, come back into plank, and then sit all the way back into child's pose. We're going to take a few breaths here. So again, either coming back to or staying with that 4-count inhale, 4-count exhale. And then round back up through your spine, back to your tabletop. We're going to go back into plank again and then go to side plank on the other side. So again, you're either in regular plank or modified plank. Either way, press the mat away from you, pull your belly in, and then breathe in for 4. Back out for 4. 2 more breaths. We're going to come to that side plank. So again, if you're in modified plank, you're going to just turn your foot out to the other direction, reach up tall. This is our modified plank. Both ones, you're trying to pull the side of your body up towards the ceiling. And then lower back down to plank. And then back again to your child's pose. And then round back up again. We're going to do it 1 more time. This time we're going to take the child's pose out from the middle. So we're going to go from plank to side plank on one side to side plank on the other side. So you're in plank position, you're regular or modified. Take a couple breaths. Okay, then roll to the outside of your right foot, inside of your left foot. Stack your legs, reach up. Pull your hips up, side plank on the right. All right. and then come back through center. And then we're going to switch over to the other side. Okay, and then roll back to center. Press your hips up and back towards the downward dog, but we're not going to stay there. We're going to then walk ourselves up to the top of the mat, to a forward fold, and then roll up slowly. Okay, when you get there, we're at the top of our mat. We're going to do a couple rounds of sun salutation. So starting first, feet hip distance apart, connect your feet down into the mat, take a second there, engage up through your legs, pull your belly in. Your shoulders are going to go back and then down. All right, take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it out. Okay, and then as you breathe in, reach your arms all the way up tall. Engage your glutes and add a little bit of a back bend as you look up at your hands. And then on your exhale, you're going to swan dive forward, coming down into a forward fold. Again, your knees can be bent if you want. We'll take a breath here. Then on your next breath in, come up halfway, slide your hands up your shins, flatten out your back, pull your shoulders back, and pull your belly in. And then slide back down to your forward fold. Plant your hands, step back into plank. Again, you can add the modified plank here as well. Take a breath in. And then on your exhale, either drop your knees, or if you're already in a modified plank, you're going to lower down. Or you can come down through chaturanga, which is like a push-up, and then come to up dog. And then exhale back into your downward dog. Pedal your feet here as you push your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And breathe. So again, take a few breaths here to come back to that 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Then with your next inhale, look up towards your hands, walk up to the top of the mat to your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway, flatten out your back. Exhale, slide back down to your forward fold. Inhale, sweep your arms up, all the way to tall mountain. Engage your glutes, reach up and back bend a little bit. Then we're gonna come back down again to that forward fold. This time, inhale, come up halfway, flatten your back. Exhale, slide down. Step back into plank. Good. Then if you're going to lower down through chaturanga, shift forward a little bit. Lower yourself down part way. Flip over on your toes to up dog. Exhale, back to downward dog. Again, drop knees at any point here, and you can always skip the vinyasas and go straight to downward dog or to child's pose. And then you can just meet back up with us when you're ready. All right, take a moment here, find that 4 count breath. Okay, and then with your next inhale, look forward, walk up to the top of the mat, back to your forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, back down. Sweep your arms out, come all the way up tall. A little back bend if you want. And then exhale, hands to prayer. Okay, we're gonna add on to this. Move into another variation. Bring your big toes together, space between your heels. And then as you inhale, you're gonna sit back into your chair. Again, think about pulling your belly in. Take another breath here. And then on your exhale, you're gonna fold over your legs. With your inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Then we're gonna step back with our left foot coming into a lunge. Drop your back knee. With your inhale, sweep your arms up. And then exhale, bring them back down. Plant your hands, step back into your plank. Lower through your vinyasa or skip it. Go to downward dog. Get back to your downward dog. You're going to take a breath in. And let it back out. With your next breath in, you're gonna bring your left foot forward, back to that low lunge on the other side though. Then with your inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, bring them back down. Frame out your foot and then step forward to the top of the mat. Tuck your chin, roll yourself up to standing. Okay, so we're gonna be at the top of our mat to start here. You're gonna start with a high lunge. So this time we're gonna step forward with our right foot. Step back long with your left foot and even give yourself a good wide base. So spread your legs a little bit. It'll help you balance better. Okay, so you're lunging into that front knee, but you're not letting it go past your ankle. Then your back foot, you can bend your knee a little bit and then press your heel away from you to help engage that leg more. Okay, arms can rest either on your hips or you can bring them up by your ears. And then breathe. Take a second here, try and again find that 4 count breath. All right, and then you're gonna open yourself up and come into warrior 2. So it might take a second here to readjust your feet. So you wanna have front heel line up with the arch of the back foot. Arms are gonna come out by your side. Relax your shoulders down. Check and make sure that your knee is not past your front ankle. Okay, this is warrior 2. Take another breath in. And let it back out. One more time, breathe in. And back out. Then you can either straighten your leg or keep your knee bent. You're gonna flip your front palm up, reach up and back, reverse warrior. And then inhale, come all the way back up. Then bring your front arm, forearm down on top of your thigh. Reach your other arm up and over. And you can look down at your toe or look up under your arm for your side angle pose. Take one more breath. And then inhale, come back up. Reach up and back. And then inhale, come back up. Then we're gonna spin our hands down to the mat. Frame out your front foot, plant your hands. Then either work through a vinyasa or just go straight into downward dog. So with your vinyasa, you'll lower through chaturanga. Inhale to up dog. Exhale back to downward dog. Pedal your feet a few times. Or just press your heels towards the mat. Maybe open your mouth a few times for your exhale, but try and come back to that 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Okay, then we're gonna flow onto the other side with those same poses. So with your inhale, we're just gonna step up to the top of the mat with our left foot this time. So you step back, maybe widen out your stance a little bit, lift yourself up. Into your high lunge again, hands either on your hips or you can bring them up by your ears and lunging into that front knee but not going past your ankle. Press out through your back heel. Take another breath in and back out. And then we're gonna open up into warrior 2 on the other side. So I'm gonna be facing away from you. Lunge into that front knee, press into the outside edge of your back foot, pull your belly in, breathe. Flip your front palm up and then either with a bent leg or straight leg, you're gonna reach up and back and reverse. And then come back forward, lunge back into your leg. Drop your forearm on top of your thigh, reach your other arm up and over your head. Then either look down at your big toe or up under your arm. And breathe. Then one more time, inhale, come all the way up, reach up and back, and then come back to the front. You're gonna spin your hands back down to the mat, frame out your front foot, step back into plank, then either end up in your downward dog or go through a vinyasa again. Okay, when you get here, let's take a break. You can drop your knees, untuck your toes, and sit back into child's pose. You can stay in downward dog. If there's another pose you want to take for a minute here, we're going to try and get again back to that 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Okay, then we're going to come back up, back into our tabletop, and then back into downward dog. We're going to repeat it all one more time and add on just a little bit. So from your downward dog, with your inhale, you're going to bring your right leg up behind you, 3-legged dog, bend your knee, engage your core, step all the way through, coming back into your lunge. If you need to widen out your legs, widen your legs. Inhale, reach your arms up. We're going to take a couple breaths here. Then open yourself up. Arms reaching out in both directions. Look down, look for your big toe. If you can't see it, open your knee out a little bit. Okay, take one more breath in. And back out. Flip your palm up, reach up and back, reverse. Inhale, come back up. Bring your forearm on top of your thigh or reach up and over your head. Then look down at your toe or up under your arm. Take another breath. Inhale, come all the way back up. We're going to reverse again. Reach up and back. And inhale, come back up. Now we're going to pivot on the back foot. So we're turning back towards our high lunge. And then we're going to come forward all the way into warrior 3. So you're balancing on front leg. Again, your back foot can be anywhere between the floor and parallel. Try and flex out that foot, pointing your toes down to the mat as well as your hips. Take one more breath. Then put a slight bend in your front knee. Step all the way back again into your lunge. Drop your hands down to the mat. Then step back. Work through a vinyasa or just head straight to downward dog. Okay, in your downward dog, take a few breaths here. Maybe you open your mouth for your exhale. Bring it back to that 4 count breath in and out. Okay, then let's go to the other side now. With your next breath in, bring your left leg up, 3-legged dog. Bend your knee, step it through. Widen your stance if you need to. Inhale, up to high lunge. Press those hips forward. Good. Take a breath. One more. And then we're going to open up into warrior 2. Adjust so that your legs, heel is lined up with arch. Pull your belly in. We've got one more breath here. Flip your front palm up, reach up and back, reverse warrior. Then inhale back up, forearm on top of your thigh, reach up and over for side angle pose. Look up under your arm. One more breath, 4 counts in, 4 counts out. Inhale, come back up. Reverse your warrior, straighten out your front leg if you need to, but we're almost there. Inhale, come back up. Pivot on your back foot. Coming back to that high lunge, but then we're transitioning into warrior three. Think about pulling your belly in. Flex that back foot. Take one more breath. Then bend your front knee. Step all the way back to your lunge. Drop your hands down. Frame out your foot. Step back into plank. Last time through vinyasa if you want. And then back to downward dog. Pedal your feet. Then drop your knees down. Bring your knees out wide, your big toes to touch. Sit back again into your child's pose. And then come back up, sit back onto your heels, and then shift yourself down into a seat. Come into our last final few poses here to kind of cool us back down. So you're going to lower onto your back. When you get there, you're going to bring your knees into your chest, squeeze it tight, rock side to side. Then extend your left leg out long. Flex your toes, bring your right hand out to the side, palm down, and then pull your knee over to the left for your supine twist. You can pick your head up and turn and look over to the right. Slowly come back up. We'll switch it to the other side. Pull your left knee into your chest and then extend your left arm out to the side. Pull your knee over to the right. And then turn and look over to the left. Okay, one more breath. Come back up through center. Squeeze both knees into your chest tight. Squeeze it tight. Maybe even pick your forehead up towards your knees. And then we're going to open all the way up for a full body stretch. Straighten your legs all the way out. Flex your feet. Reach your hands up above your head. Okay, and then relax your hands down by your side. We're going to bring our knees into our chest again and then straighten our legs up towards the ceiling. So you have a couple options here. So I actually am by a wall. So if you happen to be by a wall, you can switch and do this pose on the wall. So it's called legs up the wall. So if you don't have a wall, you're just going to have your legs up straight, straighten them as much as you can, straight up from you. If you're going to use the wall, you're going to just slide your mat to the wall and then scoot so that basically your buttocks is right up against the wall and your legs are up the wall as well. And then we're going to rest here in a somewhat restful pose. This is really good for your circulation. Slow your breath back down if you've gotten out of your rhythm. If you're not against the wall, you can spread your legs apart a little bit and make circles with your ankles. Go the other direction. Okay, we're going to hold it here for another breath or two. If you're on the wall, or even if you're not, if you want to stay here even for several minutes, even 5 or 10 minutes, you can do that and just pause the video and stay. If you're ready to come down, you're going to slowly bend your knees, bring your feet back down to the mat, and then just set them there for a second. Let your body sink back down. Notice the different sensations. And then you can bring your legs all the way out into your Shavasana. So legs out long, adjust your back, reach your arms out wide, palms face up, fingers are going to curl in gently. Relax your face. And then just a nice, easy breath as you relax totally onto the mat. Add a little bit of movement, your fingers and toes. Bring your legs back together. Point and flex your feet a few times. Reach up above your head again. Full body stretch. And then come all the way back up to a seat. Okay. And then one last time, sit up tall, close your eyes. Take a breath in, counting to 4. Open your mouth and let it out for 4. And then do it again. Inhale. Open mouth, exhale for 4. Then back to your normal breath. And smile and open your eyes. Okay, good job. Thanks for joining me for class today. Namaste.